What's up, everybody? All right. Sparkle Horse, Xerox, Yevgeny Viktorovich, the Troll on the Rule. 15-second Master, that's a new one. Astrobate, and Ripun J the Pro. Ripun is now from Belarus. Alright, Sohan Grind just subscribed to Tier 1. Has subscribed for only 14 months. Seems like longer. I lose track of things. Like, it's so weird. There's things that seem like they've been going on for 4 years seem like 1 year. Mr. Slow seems like he's been around for longer. Yeah. He's been streaming. He's been watching the stream since about the time. That would put us September 2019. I remember the time very clearly. Before COVID, and it was still good weather in the United States. Yep, the last time I saw good weather back home. 333 seems endless. We don't have that many players yet so far. Swiss Blitz, Pawnda number 15. 13 minutes to go. Thanks for subscribing, Mr. Slow, and for all the support. As always, someone on South can't play. He said he's going to be watching from work. Good to have him back with us. Chess is a contributor to net human unhappiness, since the pleasure of victory. Yeah, I've seen this Hearthstone before. That's a pretty depressing quote. I saw that on lichess. I agree. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't know Bill Hartson, but he wrote the comedy. Didn't he write some kind of chess humor book? Or is that just me? Soft Pawn? I don't know where that is. I had that in my library. I'm thinking that Hearthstone might have done some chess humor, actually, ironically. Sounds like he has depression issues. But I never met the man. Alright. No, he did. So Someone on Sound is from the land of Boris Johnson, originally. We never met with Hearthstone, but I have that book. Maybe there was even 2 books, I'm thinking. Not a lot of chess humor books that have been written, so that puts you in a very unique category. Guess we could forgive him for the angry, but maybe it was meant in sarcasm, you know. Maybe this quote has been taken out of context. It's so dry on the internet, you know. It also made me sort of cringe. But I think that's likely to be a sarcastic quote, you know. Mainly, I'm just old. Me too. Tranquilize just went live as well. Yeah, so I'm thinking if this quote is perceived in a different way, might be poor Boris. I don't hate Boris. You can't hate Boris. You can hate Donald Trump, but you can't hate Boris. Boris, you sort of feel sorry for him more than hate him. You know what I mean? That's different. That's the way I feel. Much easier to feel sorry for Boris. He's just a pathetic human being. He's not really evil or anything like that. That's just my view on it. Yeah, well, he's like a gorilla. Could be dangerous to other people and gorillas, but generally not evil. Should definitely be kept under supervision. Alright, what do we got here? 10 players so far. His best, yeah, possible. That's very possible too. I don't know enough about UK politics. I just make general comments about the situation. You saw something regarding Magnus and his mother. His mother took him his early intense concentration in him not being happy playing chess. It's interesting. You can misunderstand people very easily. My beer has too much carbonation. I'm not usually drinking beers with heavy carbonation. It's like a Budweiser style, American Budweiser style. Miss Love TV. Follow. Tournament. Let's just copy the link to the tournament over there. Could be Bob. Guys, we're starting in 8 minutes. The Pawnda Swiss Blitz, number 15. It's Outlier, Xerox, Yevgeny, Berserker, Mr. Slow, Kylor, Tronarol, 15, and then Astrobate and Repun. Mr. Coffee's here if anyone needs help joining the tournament. You have to join our team to be able to join. Mr. Coffee, what did you link? The Pawn and Horses Club there? Welcome, guys. I don't know enough to commentate on UK politics. I just think that Boris Johnson is awkward. Awkward at best. But most countries have horrible leaders, so nothing else is new. Alright, we've got 11 players and counting. Someone is trying to join the team as we speak now. Miss Love TV. From the UK, of all places. Alright. Just as I'm talking about Boris Johnson. Alright. No, I was speaking of the UK because of the earlier quote by Hartston someone mentioned. But seriously, the problem with the internet is you can't really appreciate, if something is like meant in jest or sarcasm. The Hartston quote, he might have just been like, being sarcastic. And if you take that for a really serious person, it sounds completely different. Mr. Slow gifted a tier 1 sub to El Rostor. Good to see El Rostor back. Alright guys, I'm trying to wake up. Beer and coffee as usual on the menu here. What's the best first opening to learn? Okay, I didn't learn chess classically. I learned hyper modern openings first, which I think may have made it a little harder for me. I think you should learn E4, E5, either the Joko piano or the Spanish. Some kind of classical openings would be better. Someone on sound recommends Gambit, the Danish. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not bad to encourage beginners, to play for the initiative. Someone on sound. I think that's fine. But it's also not necessary that they have to play Gambit chess. Latvian, I don't know. Nah, it's a little too dubious, I think. Schieberspieler's not here. That means I have a chance to win. That's cool. Oh, there he is. My heart just sunk. Schieber's been increasing his lead over our... Oh, he's playing in the Title Tuesday on the Evil Chess site. Traitor. Is that around the same time? I logged into the Evil Chess site the other day when I thought like my internet wasn't working properly. I had a message on their site from someone trying to contact me from my freshman year in college. It had been sitting there for like 3 weeks, and I never checked my messages on the Evil Chess site. But it was fortunate. I just happened to go over there, and I don't know why, just randomly checked my messages. Alright, we've got another request to join the team now. It seems like with the Queen's Gambit on Netflix, a lot of people are getting in contact with me who remember me as a chess player back 20, 25, 30 years ago. My old contacts, always people classify me by the fact that I'm a chess player, and they're coming back to me like, hey, I remember him. So I've had 3 people in the last 10 days get back and contact me from like over 20 years ago. It's really crazy. Alright, so this keeps coming back. It looks like someone's trying to request to join. Judas, the Judas, the traitor. God, I forgot my Bible studies. Alright. 7 minutes. Trying to wake up here. Thank God it's not an arena where I have to play the strongest player first. Lots of low-rated players, please fill it out. We only have 11 players still. 3 minutes to go. 17 players. I was going to say. How long does the tournament go? Repun, the tournament lasts a little over 2 hours. I would say 2 hours and 15 minutes. Something like that, I'm guessing. You can leave whenever you want. Just a little over 2 hours. Normally. I tried to set up the Blitz and the Rapid so they were close. Arsenal not here anymore? I haven't seen him yet. I didn't watch Queen's Gambit yet. Everyone talks about it. But again, I don't have Netflix. I didn't watch E.T. when it came out. I was like I didn't want to get on the bandwagon. What was the other? There was another famous movie I didn't watch. Can't remember. E.T. definitely. I was like the only kid I knew who didn't go to watch E.T. in the movie theater. That's how old I am. I guess I'm giving too much away. 39. Counting. Yeah, I mean, there will be a huge upsurge in chess interest because of that movie. TV show, series, whatever. Whatever. Video, cassette. We have 1 minute and 16 seconds left. 102,000 players on lichess. My Discord is not active. I haven't been using my Discord too much. We should really... I'm just too busy doing different stuff. I don't really have time to do anything with it. We have a Discord channel, Pub/Slaggy. I am not currently logged on. I try to keep everything turned off. Etez, an outlier in the house. Etez is really strong. I don't think I've beaten him. Yes, outlier is good, but not perfect. So, oh, Schieberspieler is not playing. Yeah, he's playing in the evil chess site. Best chess movie? That was a question? I always hate those best questions. What's your favorite? I'm not good at that. Favorite band, favorite movie, favorite anything. Jujanek. Hi, Bill. I just opened something. Ranko Shajanek. Alright, Ludlud, what's up? C4. Coffee and beer. Italian coffee and Japanese beer. How's that? I'm just gonna not gonna keep it in the realm of the English. I'm strictly using the English as a first move. Transpositional tool. Keep them on their toes. Okay, wow, okay. This is like h4, black is lost variation, right? According to the engines, like, black is almost toast completely after h4. I don't know enough about it to, like, blow black away here, probably. But I remember seeing, like, some striking evaluation, like, h4 plus 1.5. If black tries to play the Leningrad with a bad move order, and white's playing knight c3, something horrible. You just, like, sack the exchange on h5, like Wei Yi, and black resigns. The crab. Mad Ramus confirms. You're a Dutch player, right? You're trying... I've never actually done this. A lot of bad things happen. The Icelandic guy... What? About Fischer? I don't know. What is the connection with Fischer and Iceland? I understand that he played the match with Spassky in Iceland, but there was something toward the end where Fischer was near the last times. He went back to Iceland. Wasn't that it? Like, I don't remember now. Just popped in my head. Remember when Fischer was on his last legs? Now it's all very vague. I was living here in Budapest. When did Fischer die? But he was in Japan for a while. The Philippines. He was all over the place. Then he went to Iceland. Yeah, but he was in all three. Or maybe he didn't actually go to the Philippines, but he did like radio show. He did like a Philippine radio show from Japan, I guess. So he was finally in Japan, but he was definitely back in Iceland at some point. They liked him there. They have like a museum or something. Can't really, you know, blame the Icelandics. They like whaling too. We all have different tastes. So Iceland granted him citizenship, right? So did he die in Iceland finally? Was that it? That was the last stop. Maybe he finally died in Iceland. That was after Japan. I'm totally speculating. Yeah. Okay, I mean, it's been so long ago, I just don't remember. Thanks for refreshing the memory. They have a museum. I don't remember what the deal was with Japan. He had a woman friend there or something. But he was here for a long time. I never met him. Though a lot of my friends did. The best I could do was like being in the same house when he called on the phone. That's the closest I ever came to Bobby Fischer. I was there when one of my friends took a call from him. But I've told that story like 1,000 times, so I'm going to do it again. That was the call where he asked if my friend could set up a match in Iraq. What am I doing here? Don't send me messages while I'm trying to do something serious. You got it, good. Get it, got it, good. He was in Germany at some point? I didn't know that. Did you see some history? You saw my history? Really? I don't know, you'll have to do a research there, DK guy. Let me know how it comes out. Bob would be interested. Check. I bezeled. I think I played that guy in the New York Open, actually. I lost to him in a King's Indian. Where's the queen going? Here? It was a Trojan King's Indian with h3. Yeah, I mean, Hungary knows Fischer the best. Check. It's sort of sad that I was here in that period and still never actually saw him, but he was very secretive. He didn't like other American people. He was thinking that the American government was out to get him. They were out to get him for his prize money, actually. Alright, can we please finish this painful game? He was in there for 3 years in Iceland. Oh, it's a shame that Bobby Fischer never lived to see 2020. He would have loved the conspiracy aspect of our current times. Painful for both sides. Painful I'm having so much trouble finishing him off here. Black has some rook problems. Rook odds. I am not ready for chess. I should hold these tournaments like at 11 o'clock in the morning, but then we wouldn't get enough players. Too tired by the time. Too much stress. Damn it, how do I finish you off here? Hard to finish him off. Maximum peace activity. Win by paralysis. Lumiendum, I guess you won already. Fischer's still alive. Yeah, let's see. Sounds like you're watching the X-Files or something. Elvis or Bobby Fischer? Or both? Where's the mate? There's still no mate. It's not fair that there's no mate here. How can there be no mate? Alright, we did it. 26 moves. 6 ongoing games. Stockfish gets all credit for that win. Alright. Dima chess. Accepted. Pingvim. Pingvim. It's a Russian pingvin. Pingvim. Mr. Sohan, Sparkle Horse, Etez, DK Guy, Uber Driver, Cheesy Noob, so far victorious. Rostador is playing. Let's check out his game. Guys, please subscribe to the stream. Here on Twitch. Etez away. Ripun played a perfect game? Uh-oh. That must be his dad. Dad strikes again. Oh, Etez is gone? Etez with the perfect score. Morales, you lost, I take it? Against the perfect Ripun? Could be a conspiracy theory in the making. Rostador. What is going on? Ah, finally this move. He's busted. No, it's a rook. A rookie's rook. The Immortal. Could be. He played the Immortal game. Alright. We'll see how many Immortal games he plays today. El Rostador is done. Will be done soon. We got 10 winners. Miss Love TV. Tough game. Berserkers, solid. Looks about equal. But White has a little problem with those pawns, huh? Not so easy. It should be a draw. That's all I'm gonna say. Outlier's done. Outlier's strong. Well, it's possible if he beat you just in the opening, Antonio. Actually, you're really good at openings. Your opening prep is really solid. So it would be strange for anybody to just blow you away. But if Ripon was white and he played a perfect opening that he's like prepared at home, I could see him maybe blowing you away. That would be the only way. Perfect game of the white pieces. Something he studied with a grandmaster or something. I don't know. 2 ongoing games. Very solid Yevgeny. It's hard to deal with Yevgeny. He's a rock. Gotta remember this is Blitz, not Rapid. We don't have 7 minutes. We have just 5. Ripon was the lowest rated when we had 17. From the initial 17 players. I'm not sure how many there are now. G3. Okay, I don't like the G3 Pierts. I'll say that right now. D5 is an interesting move. It's a strange move order by White. Benoni. Knight f6, bishop g2, d6 is a Peertz. I mean, black's okay in the Peertz g3 variations, but you have to know exactly what you're doing. Alright. It's easy to get a bad position in the Fianchetto Peertz. I think it's a good solid line for white. So I'm going to go for something like a Benoni. It's not really a Benoni, though. White has not played c4. This transposes to the dragon. Does Yevgeny normally play e4? Not necessarily. I have to play a little bit faster. Huh. Stay. Stay where you are. Xerox is good. Another strong player. Swedish. Alright. So Yevgeny doesn't normally play e4. Knight takes e6 is unusual. Knight e2 or knight b3. The most common moves here. That's going around. Silly blunders are contagious. All right. I don't understand why Yevgeny would play like this. You would think like he's a d4 player. He would play like d5. Nothing wrong with d5. I don't think. It turns into a kind of Schmid Benoni. Speaking of Schmid, knight a3, interesting. Interesting solution. Chick, bishop d2, and nowhere to put my queen. Stir the pot a little bit. Pot stir with h5. A stable and sound decision. I get it. I get it. h3. So d6, e5. Is that even good for white? I'm skeptical. I'm loving it. Like McDonald's. I would consider sacrificing the exchange. e5, bishop e5, bishop c6, check, king f8, bishop a8, queen a8. That's a distinct possibility. And now, e5 still. Okay, anyways. I didn't expect c4. I think that's a mistake as well. Maybe he has some tactics, though. Like queen a4 up next. Seems like a slight problem. So it makes sense to stop. Alright, I was just kidding about bishop a6, man. Don't take it too seriously. I didn't really mean it. I didn't mean it. I'm not really going to take your pawn. Rook takes b2. See, that's where the queen a4 will kill me at the end, if I try to do something fancy. I should just play like queen c7 and bishop c8, probably. The plane. The plane is here, here. Back to a kind of normal position. Little Fantasy Island. Whoops. Fantasy Island reference. For those of you remembering 70s television. Oh no, rook b1. Now I'm concerned. Why could he even play b4? Don't like that. c5 drops a piece. Unbelievable. Wow. This is sick. This is sick. White's whole position is completely okay now. It's just magically okay. Everything's fine. That's so unfair. It's just ridiculously unfair. The white's position should be okay. Wow. Everything's okay now. Completely okay. My only chance is to win on time. Yeah, I don't know about bishop g5. Even so, that may not be bad. What are you doing? Where are you going? See, the thing that bothers me is that b4 move, and you didn't do it. Strange. He gave away his queen a4 thing as well. f4. b3. Normal move. Why are you even thinking here? I don't understand. The way he's coordinating his position. Quintessential positional master. My bishop on a6. It was dodgy from the beginning. He totally denied it. What's a weird game, Jim? My game or another one? I wasn't sure what you were talking about. Are you playing, by the way? Just here to kibitz. I have the feeling I was totally clearly better, and I failed to really grapple or grasp. Failed to grasp. Which square? D7 or B7? B7 or C8? Now he's stopping knight d4. Grapple. I failed to grapple. F4. Damn. Unbelievable. You dare to play f4? F5? Surely you've gone too far. Wow. How can he do that? Unbelievable. My only chances went on time, basically. He has an answer for everything. You can imagine. Oh my god. Are you even kidding me? Wow. What the F? Calvin. All right. Thank you, Calvin. Thank you, Yevgeny, for a tough game. One. Aldisto's 2-0. I'm 2-0. Ayeste's 2-0. We still got games left? No. I had the longest game ever. Yevgeny just crashed. It was a draw. But theoretically, you know, I had the sort of moral advantage there. C4, E5. C4, F5. Wow, a real Dutch. Did you play the Stonewall last time? No. No Stonewall. I can't remember what happened in our previous encounter. Mr. Coffee, are you still with us? Man, what is going on? No. Losing my concentration. Okay. I can't remember what happened last game that we played. I think he played the same line. I don't remember. This was not it. This is a very unusual move so early. But we could transpose something I've played before. Super early. Super early 94 there. Aldous still has his own way in the openings. Tomorrow I'll be back with Blitz in the morning, 11 a.m. CET. It's not time to leave yet, just reminding everybody. We have streams 6 days a week. And it's so awkward to use Twitch. Blondie. Well, this is getting more and more familiar now. Me, my Kurt Cobain look. That wasn't me. That's the scary part. What are we doing? Takes on e5? What is this? A gambit? Huh. Okay, takes on f5 doesn't make sense. It just develops pieces. Either I castle. It's interesting. Even takes on f5 might have some sort of purpose. What do I do? Interesting. I'm not sure. Chess Murph. So, you prefer blondes? Or redheads? We're just assuming that Chess Murph was a guy. I had my suspicions. Not that it really matters. Thought so. Alright. Knight c6. That figures. Knight c6 right away. Now we can transpose to something I actually thought I knew. It's nice to get torn up by real people. Yeah, it gets really old with those computers. Rook b1. I don't know about rook b1 here. I don't think that's going to fly. So rook d1. You think that's Bob again? Where? No, everybody, we're at that stage where we think everything is Bob. No. You should be able to beat DK guy easily. Pretty much anybody can do that. Well, at least if they have some sort of assistance. I have a hard time against him. Suspicious characters abound. Abounding. They fly by night, Jim. Here today, gone tomorrow. That's very reliable. It is always suspicious when Bob isn't here. Chessmurph's asking who's Bob. You're not a true Smurf if you don't know who Bob is. You can't be a Smurf. Fake Smurf. The Shirov. I use this idea every time I play this line. This exchange shock is devastating. He can't take the rook. Whoa. So what's up here? Whatever. Let's just play chess. Just play chess. You're gravitating toward my king side, and you're defending your e5 pawn. That is rather annoying. But Schieberspieler will point out that I have very good control of the e4 square. Bob is good and bad at the same time. Queen f8 was an interesting choice. Bishop h3. Maybe he's sacking the exchange. You don't want my exchange? That's not nice. Offered you a present. No. I insist. You take my exchange. I mean, time is going to decide this game, sadly. Wow. You took it. I don't know what to do first. Not use too much time. Okay, I have enough compensation for the exchange, but I'm not sure that it's more than enough. Schieber's on now. He's moved up from playing and beating teams to competing chess sites. He's expanded his level of traderism. I love my position, but I just am kind of short of time. The traderism just goes deeper and deeper. Exactly. Traderism. Just need a little time. Mr. Coffee's playing? Wow, didn't know that. Great. That's very irritating. Engaging in speculative tactics. Damn it. Why does this guy have to be a good tactician? Don't know how much I hate you. He sees every one move trick. I'm sure that black was lost. Oh my god, dude. How can you come up with all these moves? He just keeps coming up with move after move. It's like uncanny. Must be an incredible bullet player. Almost every pre-move. Oh my god. What? It's just unbelievable. What is his bullet rating? Like, how is he 2100 in bullet? He can play that fast with like endless energy forever and not make a mistake. It's unbelievable. How can he play that many moves without blundering? That's unbelievable. We got a request to join the team. Gringo Magic. Gringo Magic is back from before. C3 is E3 is a weird move. I'm surprised that honestly Aldisto is only 2100 in bullet. I mean, dude. Just like relentlessly would not give up. And he's so fast, he's like pre-moving almost every single move. God. That is brutal. I'm trying something kind of crazy here. Crazy but justified. GCHQ. Thanks for subscribing. Man, without Schieberspieler, it's weird. But Aldisto is one of our main competitors. That draw is pretty costly. The sad part is all my games are so long, I can't even talk about the other games. Literally have the longest game 2 rounds in a row. And I want to look at some of your guys' games. Plus I don't get a break between rounds. That's just brutal. I was completely winning. Six different ways. But never easily winning. Like winning, yeah, +3, like it's winning. But you still have to work for it, It was never like in the bag completely. Patron Antoni's here. So White's going to allow this endgame where he's in sort of semi-sketchy king position. I don't like his structure with the pawn on c4 either. We have another request, or that's just a bug? It's my wonderful browser. It's a new Christmas movie. It's a wonderful browser. I like Firefox. I guess I'm old-fashioned. Netscape Navigator. Alright, what's up? How's your king doing there? Nice position. No problem at all. What? You just had a game like that? That wasn't my game if black was minus 11. You're not talking about my game, right? Nobody had mate in 1. Oh my god. What? Black was minus 11? How was black minus 11? You mean he was losing by 11? He was winning by a large margin? At what point in that game was he ever winning by a large margin? Maybe when he was up the exchange in a pawn, but I mean, it wouldn't be by that much. He was plus 4. He was never plus 11. When? That's crazy. I was winning almost the whole game. There was a point, yeah, where I let it get a little out of control. There was a point where he was winning 1 point. But it still was hard to play. Okay, the passed pawn, I guess. The computer could call his passed A pawn some kind of massive advantage. If it could calculate the pawn actually queening. Yeah, I guess you're right. What is this? Knight takes, c4. I'm calculating moves that don't even come close to working. Okay, that's disturbing. Knight f3 is kind of a funny move. Here, I guess. I feel like I dominated most of the game, but it's true. I was lost at 1 point. Only because of time, though. He just took on b7. Dude, does that work? How does that work? That not work? That work? That not work? I was tired before the stream started. Then after the first couple games, I started to feel good again. And then that game with Aldisto just like, might as well. It's so painful when you're winning and you have it ripped out from under you. Really, I'm not like being Donald Trump. I mean, I looked at this. Damn it. Does this work? You're kidding me. What? Oh my god. What? I'm gonna have another headache, I think. Wait, has this move for real? Oh my god. Pretty complicated. I don't know, guys. The knight seems the key to the position. He can block. If his rook is protected with like bishop d5. If I play rook d8, bishop d5, the knight protecting the rook is key. It also, if it has to go to e4, is rather awkward. It's also, yeah, this control of this square is key, the control of that square is key for him tactically. All sorts of interesting things here. I need a break, though. Can I tie... I mean, that was my original plan, Mr. Someone and Sound. But then I thought, oh no, I can just play bishop f5. Bishop f5. There was some problem with bishop f5. Well, first of all, I guess he could just like move his rook wherever he wanted. Rook b3 or something. I'm not sure bishop f5 does anything. Just keep attacking stuff randomly. Something good is bound to happen. We have another request to join the team? No. That's my Netscape navigator. Messing me up again. Sorry, lichess. I have no modern browser. The good news is that my internet now connects to... My internet service provider now connects to lichess. It's an upgrade since yesterday morning when it decided that lichess was a no-go site. Randomly. That was kind of weird. Still will not get rid of that notification. You guys see that? You can just see it in the corner. That's actually my... Batman is following. What? Knight e4? Batman? Knight e4 doesn't work, Batman. It better not work. Better not work, Batman. This is not that easy. Oh, I have bishop g2. Bishop g2. Rook c1, so he has like some weird answer. Sort of like has some weird answer no matter what I do. Rook takes b7, rook takes b7, bishop g2. I'm saying bishop g2. Wait. f5 doesn't work. He has a lucky king d3 there. This is probably like +9 for black. Actually, my head hurts again. Rook b7, rook takes e4 check, wins material for him. So awkward. Does this work? I don't know. This is the best I have? Really? Rook takes b7? It's very sketchy. Can I have like a 30-second break before my next game, please? So we've got 3.5 points. Outlier playing Aldisto. Outlier is perfect score. Alastos in survival mode again. Looks like Alastos got serious pawn structure problems. He's probably losing here. But he survived against me from a bad position. He thrives on the time pressure. Seemingly. He's toast now. Too many pawns. You never know. It's a little clearer than the game against me, you know. My game against Aldisto was always kind of messy and imbalanced, but this is a little more equal material, equal balance of pieces and stuff. Still, there's chances. That's a fancy move. Mr. Fancy. There'd be any chance for a draw here? It's pretty grim. So Outlier's leading with perfect score. Perfect score after 4 rounds. Can I go back to tournament? Guys, thanks for joining us. So we have a total of 34 players. Miro, what's going on? He's 0-4 today. But Batman just said he'd been watching your YouTube videos for a while. That's cool. I haven't done a lot of new material on the YouTube channel in the last year, and put up a couple independent things. Schieberspieler's back. Definitely check out the YouTube, though. Video chess training at YouTube. All right. Yevgeny Viktorovich. Mislove TV. What are we doing now? 51 players. Nice, guys. Thanks for watching. Mislove TV has undefeated score. What did they do? They drew a DK guy? Are you kidding me? It's a master. Mirales now. Who's white and who's black here? Mirales is white with a queen? Yeah, no, Mislove TV, it's Morales with white. He's brutal in the Sicilian closed. You played into like his favorite stuff. That's interesting though. It was knight c3 d6. I never tried that against him. I'm surprised that he played. I'm surprised he would play bishop b5 check. Morales. Why bishop b5 check? Why you don't like the normal Grand Prix? If that's the best you have, huh? Is that really a thing? Bishop b5 check and then bishop c4, dude. Where did you get this? That's ridiculous. You're giving black a tempo for free? Doesn't make sense. It obstacles d5. I don't know. That seems strange. Alright. I mean, I'm sure that it's playable. Interesting. Maybe a new idea. Of course, you can always play the Grand Prix attack. If that doesn't work out, the Grand Prix attack against d6 is pretty much okay. Yo, I'm playing. Okay. d4. What's up? Sparkly horse. C4. No London system, Ayeste. No playing the London system, please. Reverse London. The Slav is the London system. It's the London system is the accelerated Slav. He's gonna play it anyway. All right, guys, welcome to my Blitz tournament. Pawnda, hosted by Pawnda. He's a little quiet. The winter time, he's more into hibernation. Okay, I need more beer. E takes d5, C takes d5, d4. Starting chess. We've been there before, Berserker. It's okay. Don't feed the conspiracy. Just let it die a natural death. I guess they're playing Karo Khan. We will not feed into your conspiracy theories. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Knight c6 is not a popular move here. You can play c5 right away. What do you do if I play c5 right away? What do you do if I play bishop g5 right away? It's like a human, it's like a Jungian, what are they called? Damn it. Everybody loves to do that. Pretend they're someone who just started playing chess last month. It's more impressive that way. Oh, Arsenal. You think it's Arsenal? That's a new conspiracy. Is Arsenal here? We have an Arsenal conspiracy theory. He does have the Krapnik account. So what's up? Okay, dude. Dude. Who used the word dude? I use dude a lot. Very my generation. The Big Lebowski. It's probably big on dude. Guys have a tendency to say dude more. It's kind of a guy expression. G6. Don't you agree? G6, what are you doing? I think it's Talvin. He had other Smurf accounts. 98. Fianchetto Knight. Maybe I should exchange. Don't involve Arsenal. He only created that account so he could secretly play in my simuls when I banned him. That knight's gotta go. We finally have a sort of strategic plan here. This is classic. Classic. Title Tuesday. This happened to me once in a rapid game with black. Something like this. Against a Vietnamese GM. Completely was the same opening too, ironically. It was a pan-off. Now that I recall. Arsenal was verbally abusive. And duly punished. We got the Nimzabitschian grip. Basic strategic idea of the system. Sure about this though. Why didn't I play like Rook B1? I guess I didn't want to lose the A file when I go B5. We got him under control though. This is kind of a weird move. I didn't like Queen F4. But it's not going to be that easy maybe to finish black off. I could have made him play Knight A8 actually. His knight would never get out of there. There's an argument for that move. Nimzovich once did that to an opponent's queen. I remember in advanced French, the queen ended up on A8, like trapped forever. Hypermodern chess, the games of Aaron Nimzovich. Highly recommend that. But this knight is forever. Forever knight. I like that. Now he's just essentially down a piece for the rest of his natural life. No matter what, the best he'll be able to do is like sack it for a pawn. I'm a knight up. Not good. Can I break through? That is a good defender. But I don't think he can keep the center and the king side closed for long. It's not going to be fun. I do have to be a little wary of tricks with E5, but this pawn is too vulnerable. Now what? Finish him off. It's surprisingly hard to finish him off. Check him out. Now the knight on C3 is not doing its job. Do your job, man. Shut up, man. How do I pile up more pressure on that? The knight is so stupid on C3. I don't mind trading queens. Trading the e6 pawn. Yeah, he's done. Knight takes. That's messed up. Rook d8, knight e7, and his rook is trapped. Resource. He has a resource. But anyway. I gotta wake up. Just gonna save him. Oh my god. Is he surviving there? He's even getting the f-pawn? It's getting pretty weird. I agree. I should still be winning. This guy, it's like Aldisto. He's very similar. I have a crazy idea here. Don't need your stinking knight, man. So that's it. That's mate, right? Great survivor. I thought it was going to be another Aldisto game where I was winning and couldn't win. Alright, time for the next round, of course. It's the third round where I had the longest game. There's 17 games. What are the odds out of having the longest game 3 rounds out of 5? With 17 games in play, or something like that. Anybody with statistics? Think, like, what are the chances? The same player having the longest game 3 rounds out of 5 with that many games in play. Not real high. It's my style to be slow. Alright. Yes, here we go again. He plays the King's Indian. We tried this already. The modified move order. I did something crazy against somebody. Queen c2. That doesn't seem necessary. Alright, I like Queen c2. Turtle power. This is not real. Believable. It's not the Benko. It's kind of hard to decide like which way to take there, honestly. I can't make up my mind. It's funny. Creative, and he's used no time. What? Another pawn. I don't get it. He's just totally nuts, man. No respect. He's like psycho. Psychopathic. Maniac chess. Is there any reason to keep my bishop here? Should I just trade it now? Somebody's playing too much bullet, man. I like this troll-like rating with the bullet. Why is your bullet 1644? It's not his style? Jim. So you suspect a conspiracy? Conspiracy. Maybe Repun is playing with Dinekis' account and Dinekis is playing on Repun's account. Could be too much. What is it? Grappa? Too much grappa. Yeah, we've played a lot of King's Indians. He never did anything quite that wild. Sorry, Bob's not here today. Leave a message at his office. I always thought that Troll was like following Bob around. I guess that theory's out the window now. I thought they would just see Bob was online watching my stream and they would come because of Bob. We need to come up with a new theory. To the AB pawns. Well, I mean, you know, it's one thing, like, I guess, this was a kind of weird idea. He's got, Queen A8 in mind. It could be a little dangerous. What do you guys think? Bishop E2? I don't know. How soon is now? So the idea of Rook B6 and then Queen A8. Obviously. How soon is now? Maybe A4, A5 as soon as possible. I always reference how Feingold did that against me in one of these. He's the only... Two people actually have done this against me, where they didn't do it like that, but they tried to sack like Benko style. Actually, 3 people have done it. Wojciech beat me. His was more appropriate, though. Feingold drew, and this other guy, Kishlik, lost. You know, but this is just a whole pawn, the way he did it. You can't just, like, randomly play B5 in any old position. Right, right. Like Berserker, they all the other people, you know, they play C5 and play B5 in a position, in a kind of Benoni-like position where it's... You don't just do B5 without playing C5. But the thing is, the pawns want to be... They want to be together. See, I don't know about pushing the pawn right away. I don't really like that. And I don't like pushing the A pawn ahead of its brother pawn or sister pawn. They should stay together. It's like the buddy system. If I play A5 and the other pawn is like way behind, that's not necessarily good either. Now it's a piece sacrifice. But I'm not feeling it. That's too much. Too much material, I think. Gotta be, you can never be too careful though. I don't know, he just decided he felt like playing like a maniac or something. This kills it. Just trading. I'm up a knight and a pawn. And we try to get more. More for the money. Tina Turner. Bishop f6. It's tempting to play h4, it really is. But I know better than that. I've lost a lot of games in my life. There's no excuse for going crazy and trying to attack his king here when you're up a piece. Just play safe, trade down. I have to at least apply the rules I try to teach to other people. I just gave him a pawn, probably not really good technique. I didn't mean to give him my A pawn, but whatever. Better safe than sorry. H4 is actually a good move. Ironically, now that the F rook is off the board, it's not like something's going to get me down the H file, and I think we're going to have some fun now. Is my queen trapped? That's not fun. I don't want my queen getting trapped. Black is not interested in giving up, though. You can tell he's won a lot of games from lost positions. They bear down when they're down a piece. You know that the opponent has had a lot of success from bad positions. I don't advocate resigning like when you're down a piece in Blitz. If it was a tournament game, I would resign. And I think that anybody good should show that amount of respect at the master level. But in Blitz, of course, you never resign. Unless it's like brutally obvious that you're going to lose. We would never criticize someone for not resigning here. I prefer if you resign, but resigning is acceptable. Yeah, this is annoying. I'm lucky that I have a couple squares for my queen. Now it's going to take me forever to win. And the bishop actually chokes me in. That pawn is hanging. Do you have a trick? Is there some sort of double attack? My rook and my bishop are loose? That's weird. He's dropping his d6 pawn. I don't see it. Obviously, I don't like the London system. That's one of the best features of the London system. That built-in back rank mate that you get when you play the London system, and fianchetto, or whatever you call that. When you tuck the bishop on h2. Right. Mike Barnacle. make sure that's not going to happen. Can never be too careful. Yeah, I mean, this is to make it extra hard for me so I can suffer through next round. We'll have like a minute break. Alice still lost a game? To Outlier, right. Now he's back with 4.5. Outlier dropped out. Are you serious? Miss Love TV has a very high 1717 rating. That's old, obviously. They're on 4 points. Likely opponent for me next round. Mirales with 3.5. Xerox, Dinekis, Mr. Slow. What's up, Mr. Slow? Mr. Slow is taking no prisoners. Nothing to see here, folks. What do we have? All right. What do we have? We have Quam, DK Guy. Uh-oh. If DK Guy wins, maybe that's my opponent. Please let me play Miss Love. I don't want to play DK Guy. He owns me. What? What? What is going on here, man? There's a lot of craziness going on here. Yeah, actually, DK Guy is down material. I thought he had something there. Maybe it wasn't so clear. Quam is one of those accounts that they seem to play better than you expect by the rating. He can play really well. 1863, but giving me tough games. Oh my god. What? Just made it self-mate. Black had queen d2 check last move. Dude, look at that. So Quan, in panic mode, had queen d2 check. Now what happens on king h3? Queen e1, and then it must be some sort of... Is there a mate there? Queen d2, king h3, queen e1. You have discovered checks, but... Is there a mate or not? 97 double check? Do you have something else? I'm thinking that black's alright there. You would like to improve your chess endgame. You think it's better to play Rapid or Blitz? Rapid is better in general, for most reasons. We're not doing challenges, guys. We're in a tournament now. We're hosting our own tournament. Mr. Slow. Not the expected pairing. I forgot Mr. Slow was a candidate. With the English. But I think playing Rapid is better in general. The longer the game, the better. The problem is that players under 1800, let's say, it's hard to improve at endgames because you rarely play games that are really close and come down to close endgames. It just doesn't happen that often. I think that's why endgames are hard to master. You need experience and it's hard to get it. But I mean, definitely having more time. You made a mouse slip on move 1. Antonio, the first round of the 3-0 streamer battle on Sunday, I played e4, c5, knight f3, g5. And my opponent declined. What's up with that? He thought it was like a suspicious trap or something. E4, C5, knight F3, G5. It's like, what? He didn't take my pawn. He played like H3. That was second move. It was second move mouse slip. But it was like my best game of the whole streamer battle. I brutally mated him with 2 bishops. It just went downhill from there. Alright, Mr. Slow, I don't know, man. I don't know if we've ever played a proper English defense. I don't play this much. I used to consider this part of my, like, tournament repertoire. But that was, like, 20 years ago. Where did the last 20 years go? Seriously. I don't believe it. My college dormitory floor. I think I mentioned that. Did I mention that? I got invited to a reunion for my freshman year college dormitory floor. That's creepy and weird. A Zoom call reunion for that. That's not something I'm looking forward to. Hollywood Squares. D5. Now, I'm thinking that we've seen this before. I'm having a breakdown. I mean, like talking about random stuff. Damn it, D5. Damn it, D5. Too many miles. Why are you saying that I'm having a breakdown? Because I'm just like talking about random stuff. What would Jonathan Spielman play? Queen. He likes Queen H4. An original English defensor. The Miles School. What now, brown cow? Where has my life gone? Oh. It's not a breakdown, I'm just serious. It's pretty bad if, like, you know, 20 plus years ago it doesn't seem like a long time. White found the good-looking move now. There's no time here for thinking. We're way beyond that. So what's the freaking idea? I am legitimately concerned for my future. Maybe knight a6? It looks slow, though. It is a good excuse to drink. Everything's an excuse to drink. Where's my beer? Funerals. What isn't an excuse to drink? I'm a little nervous about my queen. Let's just say that right out loud. It doesn't seem that that's the immediate problem. I think white has a good game with this trashy d5. What the heck is d5? d5 should not be a good move for white. Probably I should play something ridiculous like c6 or something. It's a Nimzo Indian. A good game destroyed by time. Do you like Dreyer or the Japanese beer? Dreyer. They're different. Like the Japanese beer that I'm drinking, it's more like an American style beer. Dreyer is like a traditional European Pilsner. You're comparing like country music to classical, something like that. It's just not the same beverage. Beverage. There's a word we haven't used in a while. Beverages. Would you like a beverage? I think that e5 is probably wrong. But nothing matters at this time control. Acerbate. Bullying. That's his style. I really need a second beer. I have a sort of selection. But I shouldn't. Mr. Slow is actually one of the only players who uses more time than I do. This is the classic Hikaru Nakamura question. The Batman. Do you have better winning chances in time pressure and all with queen or two rooks? Yeah, it's two rooks are harder to coordinate. In time pressure, and for a bullet player, Hikaru will automatically say the queen, and he's right. I tell the story how my friend, when we were like beginners, once like voluntarily in a normal tournament game, traded his two rooks for a queen. After the game, my other friend and I asked him, why did you do that? Why did you trade, two rooks for a queen? It's like worth 10 points, and the queen's worth 9. And he was just like, oh, well, I can move all 9 points at once. And we were like, well, that's... We never looked at it that way. But it's true in a funny way. I mean, that's the point, right? I thought that Mr. So could have sacked a pawn with c5. Sort of positional pawn sack. I don't want my queen getting trapped. But I don't like my opening. This was a crappy position. Queen h4 may be bad, but my subsequent moves were probably filled with mistakes as well. One of the problems with not playing an opening for a while, in this case the English defense, the ideas just aren't fresh in my mind. I have not played many English defenses in the last years, and it's totally hazy. The strategic plan here, it's obvious, right? Turn into Petrosian, and it's actually a Petrosian-Nimzovich hybrid. Not an easy position to play for white, I don't think. Bishop g4 is kind of awkward. What would Sergei Tivyakov do? You could ask yourself. He's a good Nimzo player. But I mean, Mr. Slow is tricky because he makes you think that he's going to lose on time, but it's all a lie. He's just like faking you out. He's never really going to lose on time. He's a master of the increment. Queen e8? No. What's happening here? What? I have 2 knights. Wow, what a calculated risk. Dude, you're crazy. When I've played a lot of damn, dude, the tactics just don't stop coming. Wow. Oh my god. Kind of a scary guy. Queen E8's a good idea. How scary is this guy? He's just gone like completely berserk. Do you ever actually lose on time? He's obviously the master of the increment. He loves being in the increment, time pressure, more than I do. Wow. Oh. Alright. I don't know, Miss Love's rating looks kind of suspicious. 17-17 in rapid. You know, Miss Love, I'm just going to warn you, I made it a sort of exception letting you join the team here. It's normal. You have to lose because you have to have 100 rated games normally, but I'm desperate for viewers, so we made an exception. You're under the normal entry limit of 100 rated games. This is a standard variation. Face this a lot. Somewhere I saw this recently. It's weird. Not really an opening, typically. But people play it. I don't know where it gets analyzed or if there's some sort of secret, like, underground parlor for like dubious openings. It's like MAGA. It's a MAGA system. It's like fake Breitbart opening news system. I've never seen any books where this type of setup is recommended, but I see it a lot. Even though it's kind of like considered to be dubious. But tournament players don't play this way. Breitbart news opening system. I guess I should castle, objectively. You should call all non-stuff fake, though. You shouldn't call non-stuff... Oh, no. But this is obviously... No tournament player in the world plays the stuff with white. It's like lichess players who are rated 1600. The computers seem to like it. Like the phones and stuff. Not like if it's got an opening book. But like chess engines without their opening book turned on, they might do something like really weak phone programs. They might do something like knight takes c6 in the opening. Yeah, there's something weird going on here with this position. Should I play like bishop d4, e5? Probably, right? Got the bishop, though. Coffee house players who've never studied books play this type of stuff. It has some basis. People wouldn't do it if it didn't work, right? Why would you do it if it didn't work? Rook b7. Ratings on lichess, like real world. Well, I mean, like maybe sort of close. In the ballpark. Let's just put it that way. They're in the ballpark. I wouldn't do any, like, you know, put any real deep faith in that, though. They would be nowhere as near as accurate. But he has a very strange style. Again, like not a tournament player. I was trying to prevent this. I guess it didn't work. It's not going to be an easy game to win. I mean, even if I'm up pawn. Not an easy game. Up pawn. I don't know. I don't know where to put my pieces here. Well, white's really quick, and opposite color bishops. Not easy. Not easy to convert, typically. Not at all confident here. Objectively, someone of sound, your complex is affecting your judgment. You have the lack of faith in your endgame ability, and you're projecting that onto other people to some degree. Not to say you're completely off base. White has like a machine gun speed. Yeah, if I have time, I can play a good endgame. I need time and confidence. Oof. It's kind of a tricky situation, actually. Much trickier than you think. White's b3 may have been a serious mistake. Actually, not so sure. It may not be that bad. It's hard for me to make progress, of course. It feels very difficult to make progress. I'm sure it will probably be a draw. That's what I expect. Naturally. White has limitations. Possible that White's a master, but it wouldn't explain their rating of 1700. And if they are, then they're making a major effort to hide the fact that they're a tournament player intentionally with that weird play in the opening. There's no way that you can say you play the opening like that and you're like over the board 2200. I would be fairly confident against an average 2200 player I could win this. But I need enough time. White has interesting skills. That's an amazing move to find with like no time. Yeah. No, it seems like suspicious, super suspicious. It's using assistance. At least it looked like. Till this move. Definitely not normal. I think White had a drawn position there. Probably. Super sus. Obviously. Alright. It looked like it was probably a draw at some point. 1700. No, but I don't think so. I didn't really win Stone and Sound. White just lost after defending almost perfectly. That was weird. I didn't even make progress. Like, White unmade progress. I didn't make progress at the end. I didn't prove a win there. There was no way I could make progress if Black just like repeated the same move again. I don't feel good about that. I mean, how am I winning? You know? I figured it was a draw. If I had like plenty of time, maybe I could go over to the queen side and sack the exchange or something, but I didn't have enough time to come up with some sort of solution like that. I don't think I was going to be able to win it if they just stayed in the same position. Actually, my pawns moving to the pawn to g3 is like basically a desperation idea. I want my pawns on white squares. I don't want white to have domination, you know, controlling the white squares. And they have like a complete white square bind there. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw, according to the computer. You know, 1 point near the end. At some point near the end. Now, what's up with this, man? h6, bishop h4, knight h5, hg5, bishop g3. Ah, I looked at this. Okay. The end doesn't matter. Before the end. After I play the move g3, I'm not sure that Black is winning. If I have to play g3 and put my pawns spread apart on dark squares, I don't want to have that setup. So g3 was 0.6. So g3 was a blunder. My pawn's on g4, but I was having trouble finding a way to make progress. That's why I played g3. I mean, I'm not a computer, and I have very limited time. So what is this? Xerox, you played this against me or someone else? Xerox, it was you? It wasn't you. Someone else played this against me. With the exact same idea? Last week? That's strange. Maybe Xerox has a Smurf account. It wasn't Xerox, it was somebody else. The exact same move? Yeah, remember? Someone on Sound, you even commented on the game later on. That you don't know if I should play knight b5, knight c7, or bishop takes e7, remember? Exact same idea. This is interesting. Bishop f6 isn't great. Knight f3. Knight f3, g5, bishop g3, knight h5. If I played bishop g3, it's kind of like a ridiculous move. g4. No. I'm telling you, yeah. King h3 was a blunder, not g3. Wasted a lot of time, and he's super fast. Okay, queen e8 is not a normal move in this line. So that will be a problem maybe later on. Hey, what's up, Princess Chess? Welcome. Work. This is my work. e5. I had a game like this with Yuri Shulman. He did something similar, and I ended up losing a good position. I don't have to close the center here. I don't know. Maybe I should just like leave the tension. But the way that Xerox playing is kind of interesting. d5. If I close it, I'm wasting too much time. Wasting too much time. Very disappointing. Alright, whatever. Queen e8. Never seen that played. Very interesting idea. Beer is good cold. It's obviously not a London. These pieces are on the correct squares. DK guy. There's no tactics, no bishop f6, knight d5. No apparent way to exploit the c7 pawn. Interesting. Very unusual now, knight d7. Now that is a problem. Should be a problem. Now we have a problem. Steak and kidney pie? Is that a different thing? Legendary pub foods of the world. Swiped in exchange. Swipe left. How much does an exchange mean with no open files? No open files today. Normally I wouldn't make this exchange, but we're up a clear pawn, whatever, exchange. Got this. Going for that square. Coach, how could you eat Scottish meat pies? You live in the U.S. You have them imported at the Scottish meat store? All right. You know a good Scottish pub? Almost had a heart attack. I thought my queen was trapped. It's damn close, though. That's unbelievable. After bishop here, I have one square to go to on a5. The alluring a5 square. I have another weird move, knight e4, though. We don't need... Now you're trapping my queen for real? Bishop e6. Alright, wake up. The point is bishop e6. Bishop e6. Bishop e5, queen b6. Almost traps my queen again, but it's not. Almost doesn't count. Okay, this is ridiculous. I'm up a whole exchange. It's like playing DK guy or something. Black is full of crap. DK guy had that other King's Indian a few months ago, like 2 months ago, where he had the scary sort of initiative down the exchange. That just popped in my head. Managed to beat him. I remember every game I beat DK guy. They're so rare. Almost never happens. Alright. Whatever. Is my queen trapped yet? It's damn close. It's too close. I don't like it. And the time. Somebody resigned to Drawn King's Indian. Not that one. I don't think so. Not in that one. There were many. There was the Benoni where you killed me. What's DK guy doing? I mean, we have no time to talk about the tournament because I'm constantly playing. If we have enough players, I should just sit out and analyze your guys' games. Because this is like really brutal. All my games are going to the distance. Going to the distance. All my games are going to the distance and I never have time to even look at the other games. In Rapid, we have more extra time. That's made a huge difference. No. Don't like this. He's like luring me in with little tricks and stuff. He doesn't want the pawn back. He's trading queens. Wow. It's a miracle. This is relatively easy. There were a lot of scenarios where I could have made... My life could have been a lot more difficult than this. Queens off the board is golden, of course. But it's a pretty easy win. I thought it was over. It's over. Thank God. We got to 8.5. It's so nice when Schieberspieler's not playing. Aldous still got the draw against me, but I had many difficult games. The new Miss Love TV, somewhat underrated at 17-17, scoring 6 points. Still one game outgoing. Kylor against Ludlud. So I didn't have the longest game by by 1 game now? It's crazy. The last game of the event. Blue flags. Congratulations to Kyler with a 200-point upset. Well, though, actually, he's probably not even winning. That's a draw. Oh, DK guy wasn't in the tournament? You sat out, no horsey today. Oh, you sat out? You were in the tournament. 5.5. You just had a couple of little buys in the beginning. You mean you would have played me in the last round? But you sacrificed Aldous, though? To the horsey? We won with 8.5. I don't feel like I played very well. Aldous, though, tough game against me. He did lose to Outlier, who dropped out. That was sad. Though Outlier's in Brazil. I don't know what time it is for him. That would be normal, though. Aldous, though, lost to Miss Love as well. They scored 6 points. DK guy with 5.5. Losing early games to ensure he doesn't have to play me. Mr. Slow with 5 points, all decisive games. Troll also 5 points with no draws. Mirales with 4.5. Ayeste with 4.5. Xerox with just 4.5. Dinekis with 4.5. And our hero, Asterbait, got the bye. It was a rough tournament, Asterbait, but you scored a point. What time is it? Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Good game, guys. Good games. So, we'll hope that Schieberspieler will be back for next week to take us down a notch in the Rapid tournament. Asterbait didn't want to win. The tournament was rigged. You know about rigged stuff. You're from Pennsylvania. Alright, Batman. Thanks for joining us. And I'll see all you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. Weird Wednesday. Unusual openings. I thought we'll just play, creative. I wanted to think about calling it creative openings on Wednesdays. Whatever. I'll see you then, guys. Have a great night. Thanks all for the support, for subscribing. Don't forget to donate and support the stream. Thanks, Mr. Slowhand, for the 1 gift sub this week. And also for him and Agnes Karadewski for the bit donations. Don't forget to support your local chess streamer. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. See you later. Goodbye.